Okay. I'm Taylor.
I'm Sydney.
This is lesson 5 for our UC swing review.
Yeah. So, for our first order of business, we did 30s Charleston in closed.
Okay.
So you already learned 30s Charleston with our crazy jumping routine.
That's right.
But this time you're in a partner situation. So,
when we're in partners, our footwork is mirrored.
Yep.
When you're doing it individually, often you're starting with your left foot, but now Sydney and I have opposite footwork.
Yeah, so I will start my right, he'll start his left. So it's rock, step, kick, hold, kick, step, rock, step, kick, hold, kick, step.
Outside, outside, inside, inside, outside, outside, inside, inside. We're kicking downwards with our heels, just like jig kicks. Okay? Once you've got the basic down, now you're going to want to know how you actually get in and out of this.
Yeah.
So to get into 30s Charleston, you can be doing your 6 count dancing, however it is, whatever, blah, blah, blah. To get into it, I'm going to circular rock step into side by side. Now my body position is changing. It's actually getting a little bit lower. I'm getting close to Sydney, and my hand, my right hand, is going around her waist. And so she can tell that we're in a different position than we normally are if we're dancing like this. So we have just shifted. This helps indicate that we're in 30s Charleston.
Follows for the placement of your hand. It can either be wherever it's most comfortable. So you don't want to be like up here, kind of awkwardly placed. Sometimes that means that your hand is on his back. In my case with Taylor, I feel most comfortable with my arm like this. I would get the most connection. Yeah.
So once you've done as many 30s Charleston as you would like, you complete it with a tuck turn. It looks like this. Okay, so let's do that from the side.
Okay.
So that, sorry, let's do it from this way so that you can see it. Moving on. Charleston, I ask for the hand. Rock, step, tuck, turn. Pointers for this. When you're opening up, we're still doing this circular rock step. You'll notice we're making almost like this inverted V. My arm is going just a little bit further back. Not to the point where it hurts, but just a little bit more.
Follows, you'll probably feel the same kind of stretch in this arm as well. It shouldn't hurt. If it does, you are doing it wrong.
I am hanging on to Sydney's hip.
Yeah.
This is not for the shy. You have to be hanging on. It helps lead this. Right? I'm giving her hips that circular motion, and then the rest of her body follows.
Yeah.
Once we're out here, now we're just going to do our standard tuck turn. We close back up. While we're closing back up, my hand has shifted from her hip back up to her left shoulder blade. So we're back in this closed position, and then Sydney goes on.
All right. Following that, we did the washing machine.
Yes.
So the way you get into the washing machine is you do your cross hand tuck turn into cross.
You end up out here.
Yep.
And so it looks like this. Let's do that from another angle, maybe over here.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So we're in cross hand. This way.
Okay.
Cross it.
So if you'll notice, during that kind of circular motion, we stay on a line. So if there was we're dancing on hardwood, so like we follow one of the boards, we generally stay on that board. So we're up in this position, we just turn along that main board.
can we talk about our hands?
Yes,
for a
we
second?
can talk about our hands.
So this is a little different than things we've done in the past. When we end up over here, my arm is actually draped across Sydney's shoulders,
Yeah.
and there's this contact right here. Not a lot, I'm not gripping her fingers, but there's pressure between us.
Yeah.
And then this one is like this, same way. And we're in an interesting relaxed position. When we're in the washing machine, all we're doing is we're rock, step, 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 rock, step, step, step. We're traveling and spinning in between sort of that second step and the third step, right? First, second, third. Up, up. You'll notice that I am always on sort of the side closest to the fireplace here. We're not spinning, we're just rotating relative to each other.
Yeah, good point. That was good. Yeah.
Get out.
To get out, we are in this position, and we're going to lead a
Rock step.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wind up. We're getting momentum into our dance, and then we're gonna sort of release it. Sydney spins up.
So this is like the circular rock step to get out of Charleston and so many other things. You do your circular rock step, you're out here, and then you're sort of brought in closer, so you're in this little V shape. Shuffle, shuffle.
Like this.
Like that. And then he just lets go, and I step out, and you can even do a frisbee to get back into regular hand position. So
Let's do that facing this direction at full speed.
Okay,
So
sounds
we'll get
like
into the
fun.
washing machine, and then I'll get it back.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah.
We'll do one set of these. Up.
In, out, and frisbee back to everything. Awesome. So our last final move for the beginner lesson, the first semester, was we taught you an air step. So difference between an air step and an aerial is with air steps you can dance into and out of them, whereas an aerial is generally something that you throw and then you're done. So we taught you a frog jump. As we explained with our dip, the most important part of this is that you are connected and prepared to do it. So we don't want you to just try and be on time and rush through it and get up there and throw this aerial because it looks cool. No, you want to make sure that the follow is ready, the lead is ready, that you know what you're doing, you're connected, and you're ready to do this move.
Most of the time when you're dancing, as a lead, you're not announcing the movements you're doing. This is sort of the fun of the dance. But when it comes to air steps or aerials, and even some dips, you should tell your partner what you're intending to do. And if it crosses their boundary, their comfort level, then you don't do it.
Not only that, but if you get a what or a no, don't throw the move.
Okay. So this is,
yeah.
you know, it is completely acceptable and expected that you ask when you're dancing, you know, when you're drifting around the floor.
Totally okay. In fact, you will be smiled at for so.
Absolutely.
Such.
So this is what it looks like with the bass. What's happening here is we're leading a rock step, so we're going away from each other, and then when we're returning, I'm sinking down with my whole body, and Cindy is feeling that with my back hand, as we sink. So my hand is staying in the same position relative to my chest, and she's following it down.
Now, to be fair, this move can be anticipated considering that he will have told me I'm doing a frog jump. But I still feel the lead in how I'm jumping, the timing, and all of that. So when we get down to this set position, I have changed my hand to either this position or that position. Never like that, you will break your thumb. And I am locking my elbow so that when he stands up, because really that's all he's doing, is standing, I'm not going to jump there, then I can feel that and I know that I'm supposed to jump.
That's right.
Um,
For stands for the leads, guys, when you take when you've got your rock step here and you know you're going into this, you plant that left foot, and now your weight is distributed amongst both feet. It's not like all of our other movements where we're going left, right. We're evenly spaced, and we sink down. And your feet should be at least shoulder width apart. Okay? If you're trying to do this here, you're not going to have the right balance.
Which, in case you're interested, shoulder width apart is approximately 2 fists between your feet. What? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when we're down here, here's hand placement. There's some flex in your lead's arm. We're not
They don't really
dead
lock their
straight, we're
elbow
not
there.
locked elbow, but you're holding some weight.
Yeah.
And then Sydney and I will lift up on that last two counts of this, and she'll jump.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a big jump. Follows make sure that when you do jump, if you can't get your legs up and out to the side like a frog, that you are not jumping forwards. You will either catch your lead in the shin, or there will be some other unpleasant business. Just in that case, jump with your legs straight.
The reason this movement looks so cool when you watch people do it is because Sydney's already lifting her own weight with her jump, and all the lead is doing, by giving her just a little bit of pressure here, you're suspending her time in the air. So it looks like she's floating for a little bit longer than she should, because she is. So we'll just do it once more, and you'll get the sense of this. Right? I think that was it to close off.
Yeah, I just want to make one more point about the feet. Follows when you land, you are going toe down and absorbing it with your knees.
Absolutely.
Don't land on your heels. Again, you will break something.
Absolutely. Soft landings.
Yeah. And so that was pretty much it. Take this, have fun with it. Don't throw an aerial on the social dance floor, only in a jam circle or a competition or something
right.
where you have space.
And where, if it does go sideways, people aren't going to be landed on or injured.
Yeah. And yeah, well, now you know it. So thank you. Have a good